Hey guys, what's up? Crafty Sheep here, back with another episode of Crafty Commands. Today we're going to be going over the test for blocks command. Last time we went over test for, now we're going to do test for blocks. And in order to do that, I'm going to make a Netherack Crusher. This is an invention of my own, and I think it's pretty neat. So let's find an open space over here. Okay. You know, I like to put things behind walls. I always like to put things behind walls because it's an easy way to hide command blocks. I mean, you could just walk around the other side, but you get my point. So we're going to make a little wall here. And this Netherack Crusher is going to turn a bunch of Netherack into a Nether Star. So we're going to grab a dropper over here. We're going to need an anvil. Gonna want to rename this dropper. We're gonna rename it to Netherack Crusher. No, not Netherite. Netherack Crusher. Now, you don't have to rename it. You can keep it as dropper. Just make sure whichever one you use, whether it's a dropper or the crusher, it has whatever the same name. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to place this down right here, just like this. Then we're going to place another one back here, just like this. We're going to go get a repeating command block, which there's one right here. I can just pick block. Okay. And we're going to need a third one for the result. So now you see they're all named the same here. You want all three of these to be named the same, whether it's named Dropper or Netherack Crusher. Whatever you want to name it, make sure they're all named the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill up one of these with a bunch of Netherack. Once I can find it. There it is. Please stop placing blocks. We're going to fill this up completely with Netherack. Okay. Beautiful. Then we're going to put another star in this one. Another star. There we go. Here's another star. Okay. So what essentially is going to happen is a player will put items into here. The game will test for this block to be exactly the same as this block, and if it is, it will clone this block out there. I'm also going to get a piston. This piston is only for aesthetic purposes. You do not need it to do this. You don't need it for the command blocks. It's just I prefer to have the piston because I think it looks neat. So I'm going to get a piston and a button. Piston, and let's get the new button, the new mangrove button. Alright. Okay, we want this piston facing down. Down. Thank you. Okay, and I'm just going to put the button right here. Okay, this button is going to go into this command block. So I guess I have to kind of figure out where it is. Actually, I want that facing this way out. Yeah, I want that facing out because we're going to be using 2 command blocks for this. So let me go put that button back. Okay, so the first command I'm going to set for impulse, unconditional, because there's no command block before it, and needs redstone. As soon as this button is pushed, this the redstone signal will activate this command block. So the first command we're going to do is we're going to test for blocks. We're going to test if this block matches this block. So we need to get the coordinates here. Okay, the coordinates are, and we're going to put them in the chat, 1657. Ground level is 70. 70. And 506. 506. Okay, then we're going to get the coordinates for this one. I'm going to put a little line here so we don't get them mixed up. And this is 1655. It would be 70 because it's one block below us instead of 71. And 504. 504. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and we're going to do /test for blocks. And we're going to enter the coordinates for this block right here. So that's our second set of coordinates. So 1655. 70. 504. Now we're going to enter this twice because this works kind of like the fill command. So you need to have coordinate A to coordinate B comparing to coordinate C. That's what it's doing. It's comparing the blocks. So we're going to enter it again, 1655, 70, 504. Okay, and then it's going to be comparing this block to that one on the other side. The coordinates of that is 1657, 1657, 70, 70, and 506. 506. Now we're going to need one more command block for this. So we're going to crouch click, and that's not working. Okay, we want them facing the right direction, then both the arrows facing out. Now this block is going to be set to chain, conditional, and always active. So what we're going to do here is this first block is it's checking this block here, saying is this block identical to this one? If it is, which is why we have it conditional, if it is identical, then it will execute the second command. Now the second command is going to clone this one out here. So if you have the exact right amount of Netherack in there, when you push this button, it will clone this one to give you a nether star. So now we need to get the coordinates for this one. So I'm going to put a little line just to make sure we don't get any of these mixed up. 1658. Okay, we know it's 70. It's been 70 across the board. And 504. 504. Okay. So now we're going to do clone. /clone. 1658. 70. 504. Again, with the clone command, you have point A to point B, so we're going to enter the same coordinates, 1658, 70, 504, okay? And we're going to clone this dropper here out to this one. So we need these first coordinates, which is still in the chat. Okay, 1657, 506. Yep. So we're going to enter that. 1657. 570. 506. 506. Alright, and this thing should be set up. Now, if I come over here and there's nothing in here, nothing should happen. There's nothing in the crusher when you push the button. Right, nothing happens. And if we've done this correctly, when we fill this dropper up with Netherack, it should give us another star. Let's see if we did it right. Okay, now we push the button. And we get another star! Isn't that so cool? I freaking love this thing. It's so great. And like I said, the piston is just for aesthetics, but that's how you do it. The test for blocks, it tests whether blocks from point A to point B, which is just this block here, are the exact same as the second coordinate here. And if I added the clone command, so if it is, then it will clone this particular block. And that's how it's made. 2 command blocks, relatively simple. If you have any questions about any of this, please feel free to leave it in the comments down below. I do my very best to get to all the comments, but that's gonna about do it for this particular episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. You stay tuned and stay crafty. Bye!